Good morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday, my dudes. Eddie's here. How you doing? Push the button here. Let's put the game back up on the screen, maybe. There we go. Alright. I was just in the bathroom trying to open the door right as the cat was trying to push the door open. It scared the hell out of both of us. Alright. Let me get organized here. So yeah, once again, no intro music. We're just sitting here in silence. Okay, I just cleaned a ton of stuff off my desk, and I'm still just knocking stuff over. Okay. Anyway, hello. I am here. Sorry if I worried y'all on Monday. Had to, go kind of quick due to, I don't know, some kind of medical thing. We think my blood pressure may have just dropped really low for some reason. Not sure why, but I haven't had any further issues, just been tired, so I don't know. Hopefully we'll be okay. And if not, then, Alright, there we go. Vitamin consumed. Let us continue reading this. Hey, Timu. I mean, I feel like that's kind of the overall vibe we bring to, Twitch. Alright. With every infection, the life cycle of this virus becomes clearer. In addition to the already documented symptoms, there seems to be some final stage during which the organism fully takes hold. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected report strange out-of-body experiences. They've likened these to being chased through a series of their own memories, some kind of mental obstacle course. These reports inevitably end with the patient being swallowed by some inescapable dark force, shortly after which we lose them for good. These experiences are, as they seem to be, some form of mental representation of the infection process. We can only theorize as to what might occur were the patient to escape the hallucination. Additional note. Today, Dr. Eminis, that's a name, confided in me that he has had just such an experience. He insists that he feels better than he has in months. I'll keep an eye on him. Yeah, that's a little sus. Anyway, how's everybody doing? God, it is hella dark in here. Right, we turned off the lights so that we could power the computer. Well, we don't need the computer on anymore, so we... Can I guess we won't be turning the lights back on. Ah, there we go. We already checked out this bathroom. Alright. I have some lights on in here, then? There we go. That's better. Look at how nice that is. Alright. Infected. I'd skipped a beat when I heard that word in association with me. Still, it seemed like just one more reason to find my father. Hearing a friendly voice hadn't hurt either, but by that point I was pretty certain she'd turn out to be crazy. Yeah, that's fair.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey? So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know. You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
Alright. That is one of the few things I remember about this game, is that the voice in our head has called himself Clarence. Alright. Locked. Gonna call you Welshie. Welshie! We got storage, infirmary, and computer central. What items do we have on us? We have a clean syringe. I don't think that would be clean anymore, but it's whatever. Painkillers, notebook. Glow stick, flashlight, batteries. Alcohol, flare, and some kind of collectible artifact thing. I imagine we can't just get into the library here. Jotted down a note just in case. The scanner won't recognize me. Alright, well. We're gonna need somebody to give us a hand here. Okay, we've already been here. Armory, eh? Hold up. Well, those don't appear to be useful to me. We got a flare, though. Come on, you know there's secrets in there. Yeah, I don't see anything. Alright. Bunch of toolboxes. Can I take the saw? Yes!
There's just something about a rusty saw that just makes me purr. Had a tetanus jab recently?
Oh, somebody just closed the door on us, so... Doesn't sound like he's in here. Door up, there he is.
Isn't right, nothing.
Settle down, Philip. Settle down. Alright, well, that door no longer exists. I don't know if they come to investigate noises or not. But I imagine I'm supposed to walk out behind him when he comes in here to investigate.
You do better stay put.
I'm just gonna use the mattress as protection here. It's a mattress, nice. Oh, now you're cheating. Now you're cheating. Mattress is protecting me just fine. He's forgotten about me. That's great. Oh.
Stop pointing hiding.
That's a problem. Oh god. Nope. Aha! Savage, infected, terrified. And now I was hearing voices. Yup. Just about everyone down here turns out to be crazy, even me. Regardless, I needed to find a way through and into the library. Anyway, we're back here. Thing blocking the door on the other side. Which way did I go? It's a map of the area. I'm not sure where I need to be headed right now. So we're just gonna explore. Door is slightly ajar, that's usually a good sign. Just, okay, we're not gonna move that radiator in front of it. Let's just close the door. Like there's some sheets of paper framed behind the glass, maybe I can get them out. I don't know, yep, there's my trusty chunk of concrete. There we go. Some dialogue, joke bit ideas, Rebecca's take on the whole definition of insanity, saying any lunatic with a varied schedule gets off on a technicality. Hi, Ian. Thank you. Still off your rocker on account of thinking you're an owl. I can't read your language, I can only speak it. Woo, woo, woo. An illustrious past, an exciting future, the Archaic, a history spanning centuries. As a member of the Archaic, you are a part of an organization vital to the protection of the human species. If you are not a member of the Archaic, please turn yourself in to the nearest community support officer. Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm sure that happens a bunch. The Archaic, as we now know it, was founded in 1519 by Francesco Melzi? Sure. A Milanese noble. The foundation of movement, assumed erroneously by some to be a sect, was the private work of Leonardo di Ser Piero da Vinci. Ooh. Revealed to his most trusted student, Melzi, on his deathbed. Many rumors circulated at the time pertaining towards a sexual relationship between the two, and this was an explanation for their secrecy they were quite happy to embrace. Aha! We're not gay, we're just in some kind of cult thing. Huh? Much is held to be known of Da Vinci's engineering at work, though in truth, the few sketches and notes in the public domain only begin to touch on the depth of his knowledge. For instance, it is often said that of his designs for flying machines that were entirely impractical. We realize now that they are only impractical when limited by human production materials. The Archaic remained unnamed for centuries. Melzi and his successors understood the power of a name to identify and tie down its owner, and even today, Archaic remains an unofficial and internal term. As we enter the 21st century, the Archaic performs much of the same roles it always has, to locate, understand, and protect xeno evidence and life forms, albeit on a far greater scale. Today, our movement is served by over 30,000 devoted members at 203 installations worldwide. Wow. Not anymore, it ain't. Why would you just keep this in this locker room? It's like keeping the deed to your house in the mudroom or something. Like, what? Who does that? Also, why is there nothing in these lockers? There we go. Give me some batteries. Alright, that's it. These doors are so thick. Eh. Gotta hit myself in the face with the door real fast. Alright, this other door's slightly ajar. Oh, the light's flashing over here, so this is probably where I need to go. Oh, the canteen. Alright, we won't be going in there. There's a red light there. Door won't open, there doesn't seem to be a lock. ID 3061. Uh-huh. Let's get back to the computer room then. Where's our buddy? Do I even need to access that on there? Can I just check my notes? Okay, not that. Password changes. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll save. Should probably be paying attention to where it is that I'm actually going. Canteen is a no. Can't get into the infirmary right now. Aha! A shortcut. Not sure which block that guy is circling. I think we might run into him here. Yeah, so there's... Oh. I can get in here. Jotted down a note just in case. For what? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, the deadly neurotoxin. Okay. Alright, we don't go in there. Yet. Running backwards was definitely not the call either, but... I'm just gonna bring this with me. Okay. Storage. Alright. Progress. We're not gonna worry about what happened in that room. Lasers. It's a dead guy. Seems to be someone lying in that room. What happened to him? I can't really see from here. He doesn't seem to be doing okay. Anyway, we got boxes. We got some wood here. Give me this. Anything good? Oh, there's more wood. Gimme. What if I send this through? Okay. Aha! So what if I make some kind of... I'm just gonna stack these for now. But I have to stack them in such a way... We got 3 wood. Not much of interest on the shelf. Like, just use these to block the lasers. Come on. And then I... No. 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 Okay. Anyway. Let me up. So it's looking like we're supposed to get up here. Jump up high enough. Can I put the box under me? I can. There we go. And then you take the wood, which is all the way down there and I can't reach it now. Or I could just jump. Looks like they don't want you just jumping. Crouch down and grab that wood. Nope. Okay. I need that box to stay. The box is falling. Alright, time to do more impossible crap again. Damn it. Stay. Stay. Alright, we're good. Shit. Alright. Good news, I can still reach it. Not quite. Come on. Flop over. Flop over. Okay, no, we'll just do it like this then. Whatever. Anyway, we made it.
Look here. It seems, yeah. The visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... There, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see. Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
What? Okay, anyway, I want to turn this off. Alright, let's try this again. Does it work the same way as the other ones? know how those work. Hazardous materials. Take necessary precautions before opening. Oh, we won't be doing that. Hey, it's one of those weird statues. Gimme. We have 2 of those now. Alright, we got a bunch of boxes. Looks heavy and welded shut. That's great. So what? He's showing me this thing. Why was he showing me that thing? I don't know. Just, oh boy, that's a pressure plate. What? That made the button go. Are you kidding? Fine. Use the damn cubes. Can I stack 2 in there? No. The boxes? Hello? Alright. Yeah, I really thought I'd be able to interact with this thing, but I guess not. Did. Come on. Those are taller than the boxes. And then we use these for the weight. Alright. Yeah. I'm not convinced that that's how that's supposed to work, but... yeah, there's boxes here. Looks like you're supposed to stack these up. And that's supposed to actually hit the ground. It's fine. Dr. Richard Eminis! Theoretic effects of controlled infection report requested by Overseer Frisk on behalf of the Elevated. For the record, I see no value in recording this information at such an early stage in the project. However, we were to assume that the virus could somehow infect a host without fully taking control of its upper brain functions, we might observe the following. Fact. Translator Lafresque. That's our dad. In his ignored efforts to prevent the release of the virus, correctly predicted the virus was capable of manipulating the host motor neuron functions. Theory. Were an instance of the infection controlled and sustained, we may find that A, the virus seeks to keep its host alive in whatever way possible. Suicide would be against the rules. And that B, the virus gains control over some or all sensory faculties, facilitating in just such an objective. Fact. When the virus infects a host of any species, it adapts the organism's brain functions as best it can to suit its own purposes. Theory. Were the virus unable to fully take hold, it may develop some partitioning of the host's consciousness, effectively perverting a small corner of the host's mind into a form of secondary personality. Oh, good. Fact. The Turngat virus was released from, according to Lafresque, a tomb many centuries old. And this is why we don't drink the black mummy liquid. That stuff is cursed. It probably grows. Theory. Were some mental segmentation to occur, it seems plausible to suggest that each personality, the virus and the host, may have access to one another's memories. Given the age of the virus, this may be a substantial collection. It should be carefully noted that the bulk of the above remains conjecture and should not be relied upon in any archaic protocol. Hooray.
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake. I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I. Yet, this is not the first time. Another was infected. Red. He so wanted to, but we would not let him die. Did he call us a disease?
Alright. Red mentioned! Yay! Alright. Well, we've got more boxes here and another one of these things, so... let's just stack this up here. And we're over. Ow. Fall damage. And we'll do this again. Should have followed the same pattern I did the first time, but I don't remember what it was. So close. Are we really gonna brute force all these? Yes, probably. Ah! I could actually learn how to do this properly, but it's funnier if I don't. I think it's funnier. Why? Okay. So we start like this. Let's try to actually figure this out. So clicking this one changes these two. Clicking this one changes these two. Just change those two again. Still don't know how it works. Let's go. Anyway, there's a dead guy with a gas mask! Give me that. Let's put it on. There we go. Now it's like SCP. Why is the scary music starting? There doesn't need to be scary music when I have a gas mask on. Power switch, okay. It's like his face melted. I think I'm going to be sick. Please don't throw up inside of your gas mask. Anyway, we need the saw. Let's cut off one of his hands. The corpse has neither usable hands nor eyes. Well, okay. Oh, that's right. I never went back to turn that one off. Well, there we go. I'm just gonna close this now, because deadly neurotoxin. Okay. We're actually gonna map that on 1.
That is the most fun I've had in my entire life. Which isn't saying much.
Okay. Anyway, we have the gas mask, so let's get on in there. We did turn this one off, didn't we? And somebody came in and turned it back on? Did we die? I don't know. Everything's a blur. Nobody took my ammo box though, so that's pretty sweet. Shh, we're being sneaky. I can hear something coming from behind that door. Oh yeah, that's the door we didn't want to mess with.
Yeah! Feast on him, brother! Free us both!
Shut up, Clarence! Anyway, he doesn't know we're back here. I expected the box to knock him back a little bit more than not at all. But I guess it was empty, so... Also, Clarence, you dick. Oh, that's back there. Oh yeah, it's because I died. Okay. I can go into that room now. I am being chased, but... yeah, I think he's over there. Yeah. Gross. Chunk of concrete. There's a flare. And batteries. Okay. Nothing super necessary, but I have concrete now. We're just gonna let it build up momentum and see what happens. What up, Broseph? He didn't like that! Yeah! Just, ah! Still stuff coming through here, so I'm gonna keep this on for a minute. It's stuck, okay. Won't budge. Okay. Is this actually fine? Okay, it's actually fine. Stuck, A. Okay, well. Seems like it's pretty hot down there. Perhaps this place uses some kind of geothermal system to produce power and heat. Or maybe they're just burning stuff. Burning rubber. I really hate that smell. They're How'd you even get those back there? I guess through the shutter, but I have so many questions. Engine's out of order. Okay. I was gonna try to throw one of those barrels down there, but I better not in case I actually need that. It's locked, but the lock looks somewhat crude. Yeah? Where's my concrete chunk? I also have a saw. I won't be able to cut through metal. What? Are you weak? Alright. Throw a barrel at it. Alright, that didn't work. What else we got? Everything else is locked. Use the syringe. I keep thinking those are just flat panels of metal against these beams, but it's actually part of this. Hope I didn't need that. So what? That won't budge. This is also stuck. Oh, there's a button. According to my experience, the red light rarely means that it's working. Oh, it's a light. Okay. Welp. Light. Are we simply here too early? Seems like we're missing something. Just let me force the lock. Doesn't look like I have anything corrosive in any way, so... That wedged itself in there a little bit too nicely, so either that's supposed to go in there, or some weird crap just happened. Alright. We're in. Age's strain have weakened the mounts for the door. Same. It's not working properly. Same. Nice, we got a computer. We have a shelf we can move. We can save here. Check drawers for batteries. There they are. Let's see what we got. Steam pressure statistics and steam pressure operations. That's a lot of numbers I don't want to have to look at again. Let's look at this. Alright. Let's save before we mess with this. Where's Clarence and all this? Don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna switch to manual mode. Manual mode failed when overriding valves 56 through 89. Alright. That was a Half-Life sound. We are unlocking valve, by the way. Yay. Okay. I can't move it back, so that's what we needed to do there. Move that out of the way so I can just... There we go. That's great. Okay, so we've done that. Oh, that's all I needed to do in here? Okay. Really? That's everything? Okay. Ah, there we go. Hey, dead guy. Rad. Yeah, he looks to be a little bit more intact here. What's up, buddy? Sleeping on the job? No signs of trauma, but he's dead alright. Fantastic. Give me a hand here.
Let me guess. That was an important corpse.
Oh god. Not the worm again. Hey, Rachel. If I go back in there, she's still in there, or is it fine? She's still in here. Okay.
You know, there's nothing I'd like more than to see you suffer horribly. That said, I think ending up in that thing's belly is a bit unpleasant way to go, even for me.
Still going? It's not. Okay, we turned that off. Okay, so I guess we're done in there.
Oh, who's your poor monkey friend? Is he alright? He looks a little under the weather. If I were you, I'd envy him. If I were me, I'd envy him as well. How do you commit suicide when you got no heart to stop, no hands to wield the chainsaw?
Thank you, Clarence. I need to start thinking straight. Give me his hand. What do you mean? What am I thinking? Okay. Do I need to drag the corpse all the way over? Can I do that? It's not gonna let me do that. Come back and he's gonna be gone. Okay. Where else haven't we been? I'm not entirely sure where we've been, actually. We still need to get into the infirmary. Which is here. ID 3061. was hoping maybe that guy had an ID on him, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, this is back to the library. Alright, we're just running in circles here. That's fine. We haven't been at Computer Central, have we? In theory, I can just follow this wall. Okay. Yeah, this is new.
I remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. There was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me. Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago? Would she think that? We share the same history. You and I are history. I recall the day of my birth, 18th of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach. When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw. I recall seeing one on my first day here, 3 years ago. Climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
Okay. Anyway, here's the saw.
Good. It has been precisely 12 days, 11 hours, 39 minutes, and 12.4 seconds since something good last happened.
Brother, come for us! He's over here! Embrace me, glorious void! Embrace me!
Thank you, Clarence. Okay. Get up on the file cabinets. You can't get me up here. Go on. Go on out. Close the door behind you. He still has both his hands, by the way. A rack of circuit cards. They're all burned. Good. Hey! Don't touch the network card! Oh, the server room's still nice and chilly, though. Yeah, come on. Come on. Stop being a narc, Clarence. Locked from the power surge. Fantastic. Okay. We will let you save here, so we will. He's gonna be right here behind me. Okay. Okay, well, I got one of the cards we need. The card might need some modification. How the hell am I supposed to do that while this is happening? There's a red card. Ah! Oh, he hit me. You bastard. Broken cables, cool. Alright. He's just gonna come wandering back in here. What modification could that possibly need? I could just manufacture a way out of here. Okay. Oh, I lost my other artifact. Damn it. Well, I'm not going back there to get it. It won't boot. Oh my god. Green card. Yeah. My torch is running out of power. Yes, fresh batteries, I know. A torch that I barely ever use. Okay. Oh, you can't touch me from up here. Come on. He's thinking about it. Okay. So what modifications could these cards need? I know there's another room with computers in it that I would love to check stuff out, but... we got Buddy over here being kind of a nuisance. Does this actually not tell me anything? That's great. Uh-huh. Electrical cabinets, that's cool. Can I throw one of those at him? Fix my computer! Get up there. Okay, so there's books. Blue card's there. Nothing in any of these, alright. Should be showing up in just a second here. There you are. Those are my batteries. Alright, so this one's also not gonna work. So what do we need to do in the server room here? It kind of looks like it's just built to be a, like, loop room, but... Is this open? Get out of here! This one does open. Stop. Stop. This is something I remembered about this game. There's a lot of this happening. Since you're not supposed to be able to actually kill these guys. Okay, what is this? It's using a lot of power. That's great. Okay, cool. I can't do anything with these servers. Hey, buddy. There are computers here. Beyond repair. Yeah, I remember hiding up here. Stand by! I don't have time for this now. When am I going to have time for this? He's not gonna F off. Ah. Yeah, come on in here. Come on.
My congratulations. Honestly, I mean it. Well done. I was only joking about the come get 'em thing. What say we celebrate with some nice, relaxing cyanide, huh? I'm sure I saw some anthrax lying around as well.
Anyway. Okay. So that is the boot card. What would we put on there? Circuit setup, disk info, hardware locator. Maybe not socket. There we go, yeah. Socket is part of network. There must be a manual. Nah, we don't need a manual. Alright, that one's good. Next is blue for network.
Human life is so banal. Is it always as monotone as this? I can't stand it. Let me out.
An antivirus. Nope. CMD would be under interface, so that would be on the green one. Oh, I didn't put socket protocol on there. Nope. I had it on there and then I took it off. Not admin tools. Oh, there's batteries. Ooh, painkillers, nice. Alright, how about we take the network- oh, okay, we're not allowed to take the network card out. Okay, so what is part of the network here? Socket, firewall, antivirus, net. I feel like file streamer should be on there. Nope. That's just a book. That's all pieces of cardboard. Yeah, I was going on my definitions of network here.
You know, I think he's calmed down now. Perhaps all he wants is a hug. Why not let him out?
Shut up, Clarence. Where would the manual be? That's just a regular book. That's just a regular book. We can't get that to boot. That's what we're working on. I got these batteries. Deposit box. We already checked all those. Well, I was just going to take the blue one out and put the green one in and then process of elimination it, but it's not letting me do that. Used to be racks for circuit cards. It sure did. Ah, here we are. Server installation quick start guide. Alright, required circuit cards. Program count listed in brackets. Yep, okay, network uses 5. Drivers to allow access to any local intranet or hub network. Comes with all the latest security protocols. Interface is 4. Server and file access. Okay, file stream is in interface then. Okay, and then that tells you what everything does. By popular demand, the server no longer requires the latest version of Windows in order to function correctly. Okay, we'll read that when we're a little bit closer to the thingy here. Alright. And here we are. So, what we need for network, we need 5. So yeah, socket, firewall, antivirus, command, net locator. No. Alright, let me actually read what they do. Whoop, too far. What the? Not the to-do list. Yeah, comm drivers. Protection against invalid access. Maybe not firewall then? Not antivirus? Would those be under interface? No, because it's access. Circuit setup? Okay. So which one will we leave off then? We do circuit setup. Socket. Firewall. Net locator. File streamer. I feel like circuit setup should only be boot though. Yeah, I really don't think circuit is right. I really feel like it's these, but thing says different. Really? Circuit's in there? That drives me nuts. Because I really feel like that's part of the overall boot process, and once that's done, it's done. Device, firewall, socket, net locator. Alright, thank you. I would not have gotten that. Not allowed to pick it back up, you have to put it in here. There we go, okay. Alright, we need 4 for this. This is the interface card. So, admin, command... Circuit and disk info? File streamer, okay. So yeah, okay. I guess circuit setup said it was for everything, but... Okay, whatever. Okay, we've officially repaired a server. The lights are back on, kinda. Okay. Doorlockcontroller.exe. Door ID. God, what was it? 1036? There was a 6 in there. Yeah, that's how servers work. I wrote it down in my... this. 3061. I had all the right numbers, just not in the right, Alright. Damn Half-Life noise. Let's read current operations for- oh my god. Watercave.pic. Okay. Tomb.pic. Okay. Tomb.text. Oh, primary excavation. Turnget Tomb. Project lifespan March 3rd, 2000 to present. Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. Previous nature excavation. Current nature Xeno research. Background. The primary excavation site is the central pursuit of the archaic at Shelter Greenland. The site lies beneath the shelter facility and as of 2000 has been underway for almost 25 years. On March 3rd, 2000, a tomb was discovered. Current purpose: understanding the tomb and its contents. Findings: the bulk of work is the responsibility of the language team, i.e. Chief Translator Howard LaFresque. His findings so far are as follows. The tomb was the home of some form of ancient organism. The organism may have been quarantined. The term Turngat is derived from Inuit legend concerning evil spirits. LaFresque recommends immediate suspension of primary excavation operation. Expenses: man weeks, approximately 27,396. Materials, approximately 53 million. And that's in 2000 money. Oh my god. Scheduled operations as of April 27th, 2000. Tomb investigation, May 1st, 2000. A team will unseal the tomb for standard series probe tests. Operation opposed by Howard LaFresque. Opposition overruled by Wilbur Frisk and scheduled for May 1st, 2000. Final status open. Alright, watercave.text. Secondary excavation site B, Water Cave. Project lifespan, December 5th, 1990 to February 20th, 1992. Elevated cast signatory... oh, it's Elof. Hooray. Signatory? Signatory? That's a word I don't see often. Nature excavation. Purpose: to locate and retrieve Xeno evidence and artifacts in support of main site activity. Personnel: elevated cast 0. Project not deemed critical enough for elevated presence. Yep. Chief attending chemist Roy Retinesk. Replaced September 12th, 1991 with Neil Oswald. Inexcusable conduct. Uh-huh. Findings: December 8th, 1991. Substance 63. Signatory was right? Alright, cool. Confirmed as the primary material used in the construction of the Persona TARDIS artifacts. Buh. You can't just mix those together like that. It's like dividing by 0. And the first new non-periodic table substance to be discovered by the Archaic for 18 months. January 2nd, 1992, Artifact 66B. Another artifact discovered and effects cataloged. Research teams continue to flail at a purpose for these mechanisms. Flailing. Personer. That's right. All symptoms manifested by research teams in contact with the artifacts conform to our initial hypothesis regarding their nature. Expenses: man weeks, 519. Materials, 12,000 bucks. Medical, 39,000. Casualties: industrial accidents, 3, below archaic acceptable max. Okay. Exhaustion 13, fatalities 2. But no one died of dysentery, so that's fine. Additional notes. Report filed concerning a potential saboteur following multiple mechanical losses and thefts, particularly of radio equipment. Yeah, we heard about that. Theory, dehydration as a cause of exhaustion leading to misconduct. Debunked. Theory, missing miner Tom Redwood still within the mining facility. Open. Yep. Final status closed. Hostile local fauna levels uneconomic. There's too many damn spiders in the water cave.
As constantly entertaining as it might seem to have access to memories one has no recollection of receiving, it also places me in somewhat of a predicament. This saboteur, for some reason, he conjures in my mind the color red.
I don't know. Greenland site. Okay, let me go grab a drink real quick before reading this, because, God. That's a lot of reading. Alright, more reading. Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Project lifespan, April 1st, 1973 to present. Report filed by founding overseer Bren Stafferson. Okay. Report updated by Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. Nature, excavation and research facility. Background. In January 19th, 1973, the archaic Central Cast becomes aware of a large-scale industrial accident at a remote mining complex in northwest Greenland. The accident coincides with local reports dated over a period of decades concerning abnormal animal behaviors and growth, high suicide rates, and unusual events within the mine itself. These reports centralize over the precise location of the mine collapse, itself reportedly caused by a crazed miner. Xeno activity suspected and a full investigation sanctioned. Purpose: to locate and retrieve Xeno evidence and artifacts. Alright, so they did have some elevated cast over there just to check things out. They got 88 people over there. Operation. After 2 years of construction, shelter is now practically self-sufficient, eliminating many issues surrounding archaic privacy concerns. Concerns threatened during the construction phase by the much increased sea freight required. Shelter operates with a skeleton crew of research staff supported by a small crew of maintenance and general care personnel. An elevated cast presence of reasonable magnitude is warranted by the potential value of any discoveries. Unskilled labor and resource management is outsourced to discreet local villagers. Plans to adapt more than a fraction of the old mining complex to archaic needs have been abandoned, and work is now commencing on the excavation site immediately below the facility, and within half a mile of the 1973 explosion site. Security level, highest priority. According to standard procedure, all documentation concerning the facility was destroyed upon construction. All those that know of the facility's existence either work within the facility or are of no great concern. The facility can sustain itself with only minor reliance on local settlements. The facility, for all intents and purposes, does not exist. This presents only minor practical annoyances. Fantastic. Finding substances 53, 63, and 70 through 73. Persona TARDIS artifacts 27, now believed to be somehow related to the contents of the recently discovered tomb. Finest specialis of artifacts 10, of little real value to the archaic, but for some reason of great collectible value to the lower caste. And then the tomb. Okay. So yeah, there's 10 of those little guys I need to find. I'm probably not gonna go back and find that second one again, because we died after I picked it up and I don't remember where it is. Alright. Copied the contents. We've got other research sites. Files corrupt, could not be opened. Thank God. Alright. Let's save after all that. Please stop making me read stuff. What even is that? Why is it moving? Stop making me read stuff. It's making my head hurt. Okay, but, he was supposed to give me his hand and he didn't. So, I guess we got information. You're just gonna stay in there. Yeah, we got information. Hooray. Okay. Yep, still can't get into the library. Have we been to storage? I think we have. We've been to the machine room. We have. Because that's where the airlock was. Let me try. remember what was in here. Right. So surely I'm not supposed to actually let that guy out, right? He was supposed to give us a hand. And then he kind of wigged out and didn't. You still have a perfectly fine hand here. 2 of them, in fact. So where do we need to go? We still haven't been into the infirmary. Is that open yet? Ah, there we go. Cool. There's a... Huh. Emergency wristband. Some sort of electrical device on it. Okay. Big crate packed with all sorts of junk. Gross. It's a toilet. Thank you. Nothing useful in here. There's a flare. Kind of medical scanning device. Okay. Oh, I've got the wristband on. Take it off. Oh, okay. Change the mattress. Nope. Can't even remember the last time I had some time to relax in front of a TV. Yeah, we've been here for quite a bit of time here. It's, rad. Look, it's the same x-rays from the other room. It's locked. There's some interesting things in there. Computer's making computer noises. Okay. Everybody buckle up. It's time for me to read again. The cryostasis facility is a state-of-the-art installation allowing for cryogenic freezing of severely injured personnel who may be resuscitated at a later date. During freezing, users may or may not experience mild hallucination, to be confirmed when first user is successfully revived from stasis. Never actually woken anybody up. That's great. Fair uses policy. Following scenarios are considered acceptable cause for the use of the cryostasis facility. Any overseer or elevated cast member is critically ill or injured. Any lower cast member of the archaic holding vital information is critically ill/injured. Any patients infected with the non-Terra virus or bacteria, provided they have first been deemed non-contagious. Any injured personnel with the following incurable ailments should enter stasis for later medical research: cardiomyopathy, glaucoma, polio, diabetes, or halitosis. Huh. Halitosis seems like it probably shouldn't, I don't know, maybe it's important. They ran out of breath mints down here, I guess. Any elevated cast member deemed clinically dead should enter stasis for ceremonial purposes. That seems like a waste of resources, frankly. Maintenance period for deceased users to be increased, pending research benefits at Greenland site, making revival a potential solution. Access. Access is strictly forbidden to all non-medical personnel. I know the computer's going off. We're almost done with this, I think. At this time, the Archaic is unable to staff the facility 24 hours. As a result, the heart rate sensitive wristbands have been issued to high priority, high risk personnel. Keep these wristbands with you at all times. They allow automated access to the facility in the event that the wearer's heart rate indicates high probability of approaching death. Okay. Postscript. Lower caste personnel are entitled to an opt-in, opt-out scheme whereby they may choose to sign a consent form where, in the event of critical injury, there will be entitled to at least partial cryostasis. What, so they're just gonna do your brain then, or... Anyway, we'll save. Like I'm safe when I'm inside them. I've got nothing to lose, but Clarence, he's not in there with me. Alright, computer, we got a video chat.
Christ, you look worse than the last time I saw you. Though maybe you're just at a higher resolution. Oh, damn it. Note to self, never insult your last hope of survival. I just wanted to give you a word of advice. Those creepy artifacts, we don't know how they work. Or even what they do, I suppose. I saw someone get too close to one once. You probably don't want to know. I'm sure you'll be fine. Probably. I hope. By the way, if you happen to find yourself in my neck of the woods, I'm kind of trapped. It's no big deal, really. Just throwing it out there.
Oh no, that's hardly true. They're really completely harmless. Go on, it's just like wrapping yourself up in a warm blanket.
Alright, Clarence. Wow, corrupt. Oh god, I gotta read this one. Standard series chemical test. Subject primate. Chimpanzee. Chemical temazepam. Result as expected, the subject displays symptoms of relaxation and lethargy. Lysergic acid. Diethylamide? Sure. Result. Much akin to previous work with felines, the chimpanzee shows no ability to cope with the chemical stimulant. Oh, don't do that to cats. Chemical viscous somnus. Result. Following injection, the subject's heart rate slows to such a rate that, for all intents and purposes, it appears dead. In truth, heart rate has dropped to, incredibly, a safe level, and the subject recovers soon after. Alright. So I have to take some of this, Romeo and Juliet stuff and put it in my syringe, I guess. Chemical. THC. This chemical is held to be entirely safe in moderation and produces a relaxation effect in the subject. It remains to be seen whether long-term exposure leads to mental health risks. This primate is worn out. Please consider this an official requisition order for further test subjects from the mainland. Alright. Okay, so what? We got a bucket. No expert, but there's some strange spots on the spinal x-ray. Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's spine looks like that.
Your mind space is muddled as a lime. See here, A is for alliteration, B is for bohemian, C is for carcinogenic. So many long words taking up space in my new home. Here, let me do a little spring cleaning. There. You didn't need the periodic table, did you?
I'm losing my perspicacity! Alright, so we got this chemical here. There we go. We're gonna save after I've used that so we don't have to listen to Clarence going off. So we've got the monitor on, and jotted down a note just in case. The door's securely locked. Oh no. Can I sit in this chair? No. Alright. Well. There we go. Alright, let me in. Whoop.
Damn it! For a moment there, I really thought that might have been curtains.
Hooray! And we got batteries. And we're in. Cryogenic freezer. Small cryo chamber. So they give you a lot more batteries in this. They really want you to use the flashlight, but I'm all about the glow sticks. Minus 200 Celsius. That's cold even for this place. Wonder if there's anything in there. Maybe I'm better off not knowing. Cryogenic freezer. Okay. And we'll just... yeah! And we found Walt Disney's head. In God's name, what are they doing here? Alright. I got head. I guess it's all over for this guy. At this point, I really don't care. Okay. That's all well and good, but... I need a hand, not a head. Also, what is this? System shock? What do I do with this now? Put it in the toilet. Hi, Galaxy. Yay! That sounds like a good day.
So, you're running around with a human body part in your backpack and I'm supposed to be the bad guy?
I'm doing okay. Tired and my head hurts, but ugh. Still not really sure what happened the other day. We think my blood pressure just dropped really low for some reason. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Okay, we've been in here. Hang on, we may be able to go back and get that other, Yeah, I'm just really glad that I cut the stream when I did, because it got, way worse very quickly. But then it was okay again, so I don't know. get that? I think that was actually in the previous area. Yeah, it was weird. It wasn't regular lightheadedness. I got super, super dizzy. Like, all of a sudden everything just went and then just wouldn't stop. I actually almost blacked out. Kind of freaked me out. Oh, it's up here. Yeah. Let's get that. There we go. Yeah. Remembering playing Baldur's Gate and having a bag of heads. Which one do you need again? Did that happen again in Baldur's Gate? I know that's a thing in Divinity.
This is residential. The archaic asks that viral biologists do not take their work home with them.
Still gonna. You guys ever lost consciousness? Yeah, only once. And that was when I was recovering from, having my wisdom teeth taken out. And it was funny because I had just, I'd gotten up to, clean stuff out. And I was walking back to the couch, and then my dad was, like, hovering around me, and I was just like, it's okay, you don't need to worry, I'm totally fine. And then I woke up on the floor. I don't even remember closing my eyes or anything, but like he caught me and like moved me over and stuff, so I didn't just fall. Yeah, there was no warning whatsoever, but I still had some of that anesthesia in my system. So yeah, that's the only time I've legit just lost consciousness. So we just came from the infirmary. And so yeah, I wake up and I'm just like, huh, I guess I wasn't fine. And he was just sitting there at the table just working on something on his laptop. Okay, so what do I do with that head then? Because yeah, I needed a hand. Is there somebody or something that wants a head? Bought a pack of jerky, but today it sucks. Almost tasteless. Yeah, ugh. Still can't get in there. I'm just going into the same rooms over and over again. What do I do with this head? That's Computer Central again. I don't think I need to go back in here. I can check on our friendo. I'm not gonna let that thing out again. Damn. Arrgh. He was hungry. I was gonna give him a snack. Okay, so we just came from computer. Residential area 3. Do I need to go there? Have I been in there? Oh, because that's where the canteen is. Leads to the infirmary. At least there are maps all over the place. That's kind of nice. Put head in there. Oh, okay. We got the eye scanner at least. It's optic sec. Where haven't I been? I feel like I've been everywhere. Yeah, there's that dead guy. You need to drop down that hole that dead guy fell in? God, I hope not. Because that definitely just looked like death. Yeah, I can't get back there anyway because Rachel's in here. Yeah. That's just right back at the infirmary. I'm going in circles. I'm still not allowed in the canteen. Game is killing me. It's Computer Central again. I haven't unlocked all of these doors, have I? Nope. That's the one that we've been in before. I don't know. We didn't actually, What? The game actively tells me to get out of there. Okay, that's stupid. Alright, I'll head back down to the machine room. the wrong way. But yeah, anytime I go in there, he's like, yeah, let's get out of here. You're gonna die. These games suffer from blending actual logic with video game logic. Yep. Where's even the thing that I need to... Yeah, we'll save in here. Well, it ate me. Okay. Went the wrong way. Okay. Screw you, I'm going in the hole.
It's not too late to just slam your head against the wall until you pass out, you know. It might be easier than carrying on. You know, the one thing that keeps me going is that when I finally work out how to end all this, you're coming with me.
Okay. And Half-Life noises. Yeah, thanks, Clarence. Okay, yeah, definitely thought that the worm was gonna be chasing us all the way through here, and... yeah, and the thing was like, hey, don't go back in there, you're going to die. So that made me think that we were done in this room. Alright, thank you. We would have been stuck in here for another 3 days.
How peculiar. I could have sworn we remembered there being a door here before. How queer. What's in that direction? Oh, silly old me. I haven't got any hands to point with, have I?
My head is spinning, I can't grip the door handle. Better try again later. Alright.
No, not that way. You sure you know where we're going? Didn't we pass the door just back there?
Clarence.
You see? You silly Billy. It was here all along. Would you like Uncle Clarence to take the steering wheel for a while? You should see your face. This is actually gonna be fun. perhaps I won't get you killed after all.
Okay, can I save now? Thank you. Clarence, I'm already struggling enough with basic navigation. You don't need to be doing that crap to me. Anyway, we finally got a damn hand. And we'll just heal up real quick. Well, I did the eye scanner already. Okay. I picked up some baggage on the way, but finally I was close to my goal. I was sure answers lay behind that door. There were answers I should have set out to find when I received my father's letter in 2000. Why did I wait a whole year to come here? Oh, it's pretty nice in here. And we'll save again. Turngate. I belong to them. I feel less here. I'm slipping. Fantastic. A whole section of detective novels. Okay, cool. Nature. There's a door there. Some well-thumbed linguistics books. Alright, I guess we'll go in here. Strange mechanism keeping the door shut. There must be some way to open it. Alright, what's our book puzzle? Note with some odd scribbling on it. I can't read it.
Hey, I can read this. Guess your old buddy Clarence comes through for you again, eh, monkey? Do you want to know what it says? Do ya? Do ya? I'll bet you do.
It's going to shove these pencils into my
Can
eyes.
you feel a draft?
Secret door. Ooh.
You don't take the hint, do you?
Gotta rearrange the
Why don't you
Nancy
set that
Drew novels to the
investigative brain of yours to on for a change. How about a good read?
open the hidden compartment. I found the book, Clarence. Shut up. There's a dead guy.
Oh my God, he's dead. Quick, if he hasn't started to smell, give him the kiss of life.
Shut up, Clarence. Howard, father. I somehow knew it would end this way. Why did I come here? Can I take one of your hands? Turngate virus sentience conclusions. Howard Lefresque. Since leaving the last bastion of humanity in this place behind, it has become clear that my faith was well placed. My conclusions were correct, and it is only that which has brought me this far. It's taken me some time to make my way through the infected area of the shelter, and with the observations I have made, my prior discovery seems all the more obvious and vital. Father! The infected humans communicate with one another. Similar, if simpler communication is observed in infected creatures of all species. At times, the infected seem to coordinate without clear line of sight, telepathy. Despite a catatonic appearance, the infected are quite capable of high-level brain functions. Their problem-solving abilities at times seems to far outstrip those of a healthy human being. Uh-oh. When separated, the creatures lose this intelligence, indicating some form of communal or central intelligence. Conclusion. The intelligence displayed is of such a level that we can only assume the communal mind is also rational. It is this conclusion that has formed the backbone of my recent endeavors. Though the infected may wander around like mindless, for want of a better word, zombies, they are no more stupid than a worker bee. Automatons, yes, but far from stupid. In short, I believe the central intelligence might somehow be communicated with, bargained with. Communication, however, is most likely impossible once infected, unless there was a way to subdue the infection for long enough to contact the hive. There must be a way to find peace. Today I communed with the Turngat mind. I was correct. It is intelligent beyond our wildest imagination. It told me everything. Everything I needed to know. You could not imagine it. I cannot accept it. God forgive us. Alright, thanks, Dad.
Oh, diddums. Daddy popped his clogs. Bull bleeding who? Get on with it, will ya?
At least he left me some batteries. Lots of batteries. And a flare. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. There we go. If I grab onto the shelf, I fall slower. That's wild, huh? Alright. That's some new tech. Well. The lamp works. We got boxes. I guess that's so I could get up there and get the flares, but it's fine. I pushed a button. Just going to get that off of him. Alright, that door should be open now. We'll save. Okay. Son, why? You know why. I barely even thought about my father's death. I guess I wasn't expecting to find him any other way. I was determined to complete his work, find an answer to the infection, and then contact the hive. No! Your one and only objective should be to get the hell out. What is wrong with you guys? Alright, we'll actually use the flashlight for now. We no longer need the flashlight. An old concrete pipe, probably used in the sewer. Rad. Anything good in there? Nah. We got boxes. There's a whale down here. It's a large wooden board. We do like those. Okay. Quite heavy. Doesn't seem like it. Come on. Come on. Ugh, there we go. Get the box out of the way. Eh. Damn. Alright, this is lighter. Hang on. Eh. Ow! Ladder's out of my reach. At least I didn't actually take damage from that. Unlike when the barnacles would drop the valve handles on top of me. So yeah, it really doesn't want me to just go this way, huh? Anything back here? There's not. Alright. I mean, I guess I can put the box here and then just scooch on over. Not quite. Not quite. Gimme. There we go. Okay. Not really sure what this is for. Hooray! Alright. It's ladder time. Let's not fall off of it. Cool. Uh-huh. Set that down there.
Holy hell!
It's raining men!
I mean, good. Yeah. More monkeys for the incinerator. Shut up.
His throat is practically gone. Poor guy looks like a nasty death. Well, we can't see it, so I'll take your word for it. Can't reach the top. Jump, silly! Alright, so now what does it want me to do? Have a saw. It's not going to help me. I would try to jump off like midway here, but I don't trust my ability to do that. Oh, okay. That'll work. Just glad that rock didn't fall on me.
It really is quite amazing. You monkeys and your problem solving. How do you manage it with such small, singular brains? Isn't it terribly quiet not hearing the thoughts of every one of your brothers?
Eh. Alright, time for another video chat. Dr. Swanson's gonna be like, how did you get even uglier? And I'm gonna be like, bruh, stop.
You came! I guess I didn't really expect you to bother. My lab partner's such a pessimist. Was such a pessimist. It kind of rubbed off on me. He tried to make it through to me not too long ago. I guess he's a bit late for the party. You'll have to make a quick detour over the surface next, but be careful. If the cold doesn't kill you, well, let's just say I didn't pick the safest of locales for my last-ditch survival attempt. Okay, good news. Good news. Oh yeah, I think I've got a cure. Well, it's not really what you'd call a cure, but it should be enough to help you. I don't think I'm infected. I was careful, but I guess if you come rescue me and I'm looking at you like you're a roast chicken, I got it wrong. Sorry, that probably wasn't funny, was it? No, I suppose not. Well, I hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Cures, rescues, saving the world. All so cliche, all so ridiculous. Do you really think you're doing the right thing? Your morality is just a lasting stain left behind by religion.
Yeah, alright. A cure. I had my doubts by then, but I didn't have much choice. I resolved to find Amabel and put things right. Let's not put white text on a white background, thank you.
I'm not actually cold, you understand? I'm just trying to make you feel better. Huh. Very inefficient thing, your brain. Gives off lots of heat.
Alright. Dark and sticky material in the barrel. It's a spray can. Put the trash in the barrel. It's flammable. There's already flammable stuff in the barrel. I have a flare. It's It's not gonna let me use that though as a or is it? Nope, just a light source. Okay, well I can't even move that. I'm taking damage, so ice is jamming the mechanics. Well, we've done that now. I'm going to freeze unless I find some shelter. How do I start a fire in this thing? We're just gonna die. We can go back inside real quick. Never mind. Of course it's jammed. So yeah, it will not let me spray the flammable spray inside this barrel because there's already flammable stuff in there. So... I pulled out a flare, that doesn't help. Alcohol. And we're just gonna freeze to death here. Okay.
I'm not actually cold, you understand? I'm just trying to make you feel better. Huh. Very
How do I make a
inefficient
fire?
thing, your brain. Gives off lots of heat.
There's more stuff out here. Alright.
Now, if I were you, which arguably I am, I'd be asking myself in a gormless sort of voice, did that bridge really collapse, or is my good friend Clarence just playing an hilarious jape? The answer, monkey man, is that I don't even know myself. One way to find out. Please, don't get us killed.
And hilarious jape. Okay, but I found a lighter. There's a bunch of boxes back here. And alright. I don't expect that's going to work the way I want it to. There's a big crate down there that I can push. Okay, that's not going where I wanted to. I guess we put it down here so that we can put some boxes on that and... That's not where that needs to be. And it's not letting me move it any closer. Alright, cool. Back to the fire. Put the gas mask on for extra warmth. It's a slightly better spot. Get this out of the way. Ah, yeah, shelter. There. Oh. I don't need to build anything. I can just hop along the side there. I just saw that. Silly me for trying to engineer. I have this. I just use the lighter here. Or I set this on fire. Never get it heated enough this way, really. Just want to push the trash can over there. Alright, small flamethrower. There we go. Alright, bridge is coming over. We're gonna hang out here for a second.
This charade. He's plastered all over your mind like a garish wallpaper. He wanted to die and we wouldn't let him. You know, he's kind of humming up the place, if you know what I mean. Weird smell. Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna go give you a memory of him a good kicking.
Okay. No longer remember red. We've got a cloth. There's some flammable barrels. Won't be able to remove that by hand, so we're just gonna... Yep. And yep. And we'll, put that in there. I need to put it in that one. Okay. Soak in something flammable. What? Let me use the... Oh, I need to put the alcohol on it. Hang on. Hold off for a minute. Alright. Okay, there we go. Light it up. And run! Alright. And there we go.
Okay, so, on the to-do list, find this damsel in distress, kill the bad guys, cure infection, save the world. Chances of success? Nil. Chances of survival? Well, you've got old Clarence on board. That should speak for itself. Chances of you buggering things up royally? Almost certain.
Kennel, we love that. Exam room and chem lab. There's a map. This place is huge. Oh boy. So we are... I don't know. I'm going to assume we're at the south exit. Research facility, exam area, kennel, chemical research lab. Okay. Then we walk past where all the liquors are. And then we have to go wait for the elevator, and then they all break out. Door
You know,
needs a
you
code.
turning up here is probably the second best thing to happen to me since I've been down here. I'm reserving first place for when we get out. So, I'm not big-headed enough to think you came all the way here just to rescue me. I wasn't lying, though. I think I've worked out how to disinfect you. But, you probably saw this coming. It's not quite as simple as all that. I had to engage the failsafe on the research rooms to seal myself in here. And that means we need a key card to get me out. One of the personnel, one of the infected ones, tried to get in with a card, but I don't know where it went. Look, I need you, and, well, if you do get me out, I'll give you the biggest hug of your life.
You like hugs.
Go here, go there, fetch this, run me a bath. Typical broad, atypical circumstances. You think fate has anything to do with this? Fate is merely the war cry of those too scared to think for themselves.
Okay. This place is huge. Let's swap to the flashlight. Okay. I have a vague recollection of this area. Nothing helpful. I just remember this place and being stuck in here for a long time. And then there's these bricked up doors that are just Looney Tunes level troll. And as the candle suggests, there are dogs down here. Hey.
Who are you?
Oh, he's got a pickaxe. That's not fair. Well, I have this box. So we've located our friendo. Now it's just a matter of,
All is shoot you. What is someone there? What?
Alright, so there's multiple. Yeah, there's no nice "you are here" things on these maps, so Chem Lab. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's put that flashlight
damn.
away.
There's a gas leak. Guess we won't be getting through today. Best come back another lifetime, eh? Monkey?
Emergency door, very sturdy. I have a feeling this door only opens if something's terribly wrong. Well. We'll save. These things, they're taking me. They're taking me. They need me. They're beckoning me in. Alright. Door's locked good. Could be the gas leak. Maybe it's just not open from here at all. Okay. Hang on. What is it that he sees? Great, another lethal gas leak. Yeah, well. Good thing none of this is affecting my skin. Okay. No longer have my flamethrowers, so that sucks. Bit of pipe A. Can I fix? Do I need this? Is there anything I can do here? Surely we can just... Alright, fine. We'll keep that out here then in case we need it for later. Look at how much battery we used on our flashlight. I mean, we have a ton of extras, but... that's ridiculous. Alright. So no progress in there just yet. Broken glass and holes. Huh. Bullet holes, eh? Can I jump out? Horrible, horrible freedom! Oh, okay. It will not let me jump out. Locked. 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 Alright.
You do better stay put.
Now we run toward the kennel. Maybe. Oh, this is back where we came in from. Dr. Swanson, help! Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be in here for a bit. Good thing we could run forever, though.
The Archaic would never ask that employees work longer than the recommended 8-hour shift, but understands that enthusiasm for their work and dedication to the team may often motivate them to do so. Thank you for not letting us down.
Uh-huh. Okay, we've got a trash can and some of those. This is just a hiding room. If he comes in here, I'm throwing a box at him. Okay, sounds like he wandered off. Okay. It just keeps going down, and there are active dogs in the kennel. Look at the little bloody paw prints. We love that. You know what? We're just gonna leave that door open. It stinks. Okay. Presume this is where the dog slept. It's pretty filthy. I'm just gonna hide in here for a minute. Oh, okay. That just happens when you go inside. Okay. What the hell? Okay, well. Clarence.
Dark, isn't it? Echo! 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 Kinda empty. Now this is what it's like to be me, buried deep within the cavernous expanse you call a mind. You see, this is what puts me in such a bad mood. We spend all this time messing about with door codes, levers, human appendages, and it turns out at the blink of an eye, I can just block it all out. Whoosh! Gone. Just you and me on some kind of messed up holiday. You think I can conjure up some margaritas? No? Shall we get the hell out of here, then? Well, it's hardly better, but it is more interesting. Just.
My glow stick. Okay, we got boxes. Almost seems like an animal did this, but there's no claw marks. Just gonna set that in there. It's not gonna stop him, but... There we go. Gross. And there's the little paw prints. Oh, that's tragic. And we can save in here. We can open these circuits and other electrical components. I don't know why it gives us the opportunity to do that. I guess that's just how the asset is. Alright. February 20th, 2000. My assessment of Frisk begins today. I've taken up station as his personal assistant, and my report will run for 6 months. Since taking over control of the facility from Brent Stafferson in 1980, Frisk has turned up precious few results, and I intend to discover why. March 5th, 2000. Having observed Frisk for 2 weeks, it seems my earlier assumptions may have been quite incorrect. He displays passion, efficiency, and above all, commitment to the cause. Those qualities are ably demonstrated by his recent discovery of what is being called the Turngat tomb at the primary excavation. He has, of course, called for a full-scale investigation. April 28th, 2000. Small-scale epidemic has resulted from the opening of the tomb. This will be a perfect opportunity to fully observe Frisk's ability to deal with high-pressure scenarios. May 24th, 2000. The epidemic has developed beyond all control. There have been many casualties, and it is hard not to highlight Wilbur as the primary cause. June 13th, 2000. Frisk has lost all control. While a number of survivors have fled, and others have holed themselves up in the mess hall, Frisk has chosen to lock himself away in the kennels with the remaining dogs for protection. I had no choice but to follow him here in order to complete my report. September? I've lost sense of time, but Frisk seems to almost be enjoying himself. He's become very close to the canines. Every day he leaves the compound to forage for food in the main base, which he then feeds to the animals, despite a number of them being infected. October? Frisk has developed some strange symptoms. He's becoming sensitive to light. The slightest light scares him away. He's also displaying almost animalistic tendencies. He's been digging out some of the walls and hiding behind them. Lovely. Further, I suspect he may be sneaking out of the facility at night, possibly even into the mines. Some of the dogs have turned up dead. Entry 8. I've been observing Frisk for some time now, and I believe I can conclude my report. Frisk displays outstanding efficiency, though I am now forced to call his judgment into doubt. Despite plenty of rations remaining, I believe he may have begun eating the canines. Yeah, it was only a matter of time before that started. Entry 9. When I woke this morning, there was a corpse lying on the floor beside me. I broke out the flashlight, fearful Frisk may have been savaged, or taken his own life. As I did so, I could not help but see, at the corner of my vision, Frisk fleeing back into the shadows. The dead man was Dr. Roberts, a scientist I was sure had escaped into the mines at the first signs of the epidemic. He had bite marks on his side and looked to have been dragged in some way. In addition, his tongue was missing. I was gonna say, we know who that is. I will continue to observe Frisk while taking additional security precautions. Alright. There we go. That might be a good stopping point for today, as it is about that time. We've got a switchboard here that controls the electricity. I just turned it off, apparently. Or, nope, turned it on. The game just saved, which means some stuff's about to go down. I'm gonna save again. And we will pick this back up tomorrow and possibly finish it? We'll see. They're part of the process. They're taking me, sealing me inside so that the virus can grow. They're partitioning my mind, putting me inside so that he can take over. They're imprisoning me. Okay. We're gonna keep saving, though. Alright, y'all. We'll pick it back up tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And see you later. Bye!